Africell Sierra Leone, at its headquarters on Wilberforce in Freetown, signed a memorandum of understanding with 51 radio stations in the country during an event of commemorating World Radio Day. Chief Corporate Affairs Officer of Africell Sierra Leone, Joe Abbas Bagrua, revealed that they are signing an MoU with 51 radio stations as well as renewing their commitment to radio stations that they have been providing 24 hours electricity supply for the past 10 years.
As we rally around what we've been doing as a company for more than 10 years, like Aziz said, even much more than that, but we consolidated that 10 years ago. As we celebrate the power of radio, the power of communication. You've had some of the statistics being read out. We were signing MOUs today with 51 radio stations, and what we're renewing is our commitment to these radio stations that we've been providing 24 hours electricity. 24 hours electricity, that's what we've been providing for several years, for some over the last 10 years. And so we're proud to now say that we have a radio station we support in all 16 districts. All 16 districts in the country, 51 radio stations that are power, 24 hours power electricity that we provide for them. And we have this other set of about 30 radio stations where it's a cash-only relationship that we have that we continue. So it's 51 plus 30 radio stations. That is about more than 30. If you took at the 240 odd radio stations in the country, that gives you 30%, 1/3 or more of radio stations that we have had continuing relationship with.
Station manager of Afri Radio, Abdul Karim Sise, intimated that they are commemorating the power and impact of radio in connecting communities, building culture, and amplifying voices across the globe.
The power and impact of radio in connection to communities, building culture, and amplifying voices across the globe. As we embark on this immaculate journey of celebrating World Radio Day, let us reflect on the profound influence of radio in shaping our communities and renew our commitment to amplify voices across all quarters. I'm extremely delighted to commemorate this day as a member of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists and also a practicing journalist for over 16 years. This day reminds us of the impact of radio and how our voices can join forces to change and bring peace in our communities.
The representative of the Independent Media Commission, Kelly Calon, said radio has played an integral part in lives for decades, underscoring that the diversity and impact of radio in shaping the world.
Sierra Leone has a total of 243 radio stations, 39 of which are community radios. With its unparalleled reach and accessibility, radio has always played a pivotal role in fostering democratic values and processes. It serves as a platform for the exchange of ideas, the dissemination of information, and the promotion of dialogue, all essential components of a thriving democracy. This year's theme underscores the vital role that radio plays in facilitating democratic engagement and empowering communities.
President of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, Ahmed Shahid Nasrallah, conveyed thanks and appreciation to Africell Sierra Leone for their timely and much needed support, noting that there has been seamless continuation of the company's support to certain radio stations in Sierra Leone with direct cash and electricity supply, especially community radio stations in rural communities for the past 10 years.
And I want to start by thanking and commending Africell for this timely and much needed support. For us, it is a continuation of the company's support to radio stations in Sierra Leone with direct cash and power supply, especially to community radio stations in rural communities for the past 10 years or so. And in the context of the current economic situation, the Africell support is very timely. To say that radio stations are struggling is an understatement currently. Radio stations in Sierra Leone, especially community radio stations, are facing a lot of challenges. Lack of financial sustainability means that many radio stations struggle to secure operations, funding, procure the right equipment, pay staff salaries, and even to pay for their annual license fees.
Sterling Bangra from McKinney, another radio station owner, made salient contribution bordering on the importance of community radio stations as an effective medium of communication in enhancing development and how their relationship or partnership with the company could be made mutually beneficial.
As we celebrate your contribution to the broadcast landscape, we want, as Oliver Tracy asked for more. And this more we ask that you increase your corporate philanthropy to include more radio stations in your electricity support to more radio stations across the country, especially in the areas where you co-locate with these stations. We also want Africell to consider its 4G internet connectivity to radio stations to enhance the ability to converge in the new media. Today, people don't depend on the traditional way to listen to radio. They employ many platforms, and this can only be enhanced through the activation of internet connectivity to this radio station.
Other personalities, including Asmagins, owner of Rise Radio, Josiah Paris of Universal Station, raised an important point bordering on the need for the company to increase their financial reward for service that radio stations providing in furthering the Africell brand, further stressing the importance of support that the company is providing. The event was climaxed with a presentation of certificates by Broadcasters Association to the company and other personalities that have served diligently and contributed meaningfully in the broadcasting field. For Star TV News in Freetown, George Elliott Sam reporting.